We all have an inner guidance system, a source of wisdom that we carry around all the time. It lies right within our breath. And we can access this, and especially in times like this when we're all, apart yet together, dealing with this new reality, we can access this part of ourselves so we can find courage and strength and wisdom. Hi, I'm Robin Fox from Socialize. When I was a little girl, I had this dream that everybody cared about each other and that people delighted in each other's achievements and celebrated together. And as I grew up, I was disappointed over and over and over again. And I stayed in my fantasy world, singing and dancing and, just imagining that when people were together, they would break into song. And yet the reality was very different than that. But that idea that people can care about each other and that we can be in this harmonious world is still one of my dreams. And I know it sounds ridiculous to many people, but there's something in my heart that won't let go. And I feel like this coronavirus physical distancing that we're doing and all of the unknown things that are going on in the world can really bring out that kindness and that light within us. And I would like to share a few ways that I use to help me to combat my fears and to become more in touch with that wisdom within myself. One of the things that is always at the forefront of my mind is about being kind to myself. There are so many times when we disappoint ourselves, and sometimes we don't even realize that that chatter is going on in our own minds, but we don't live up to expectations that other people have for us or that we have for ourselves, and we forget that we are perfectly imperfect. And when we accept that we are perfectly imperfect, we can allow ourselves to be kind, just as we would to a little child learning to walk or ride a bike. Just that encouragement, or at least that acceptance of, I can't do it all, I can't be it all. And right now, I might be feeling pretty lousy. Right now, I might be feeling like I'm not coping well, or whatever it is. And then instead of judging that feeling, we can give ourselves the benefit of this kind acceptance. And then when we allow ourselves to be kind to ourselves, we can look out with those eyes of kindness because we're practicing it on a personal level within our own being. And we can be generous with our kindness out in the world. And that is the beginning of the dance and the vision that I had as a child, because I can't do anything about everybody else, and neither can you, really. We only have control over our own being, our own words, our own thoughts, our own actions, and we can train ourselves to be a compassionate human. So being kind to ourselves and being kind to others. And one of the ways we get there is by the very simple breathing. I don't know, it sounds like, what? Breathing? We do it all the time. Well, yeah, but being conscious of our breathing is a way to calm our mind and to expand that part of ourselves, our hearts, our empathy, our compassion. And the reason why that works is that when you concentrate on your breath, and we're going to take a few short breaths in a minute, but when you concentrate on your breath, you're no longer letting the thoughts that wander by all the time, that constantly demand our attention, they're sensational, they're fear-based, they're, even joy-based, but they are pulling us, like we're a hamster on a wheel, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. But then we have a chance to slow the wheel down by taking some breaths. And the more that we focus on our breath, and teach our children to do this too, we can do this with our children. They are so receptive to mindfulness. And the way that you can help them to understand how useful and valuable this is by example. So the breaths that we pay attention to, and our mind is going to wander. It's going to keep wandering because that little, wheel has a lot of momentum. And as soon as we are faced with new stimulus, it can start again. But the more that we pay attention to our breath, the more we slow down that wheel. And the more we can get in touch with our inner wisdom, our compassion for ourselves, that grows. This is not just I'll take a couple of breaths and calm down. If you can have a practice of just 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day, following your breath and doing it with your children, with the people you love, the more you will come to a place where that calmness is more dominant in your field, and you will see a change. It actually changes your physical brain. I mean, your amygdala, which is the reactive part of your brain, loses mass. And that's so incredible to me. And the executive functioning part of your brain that is like coordinating everything up there, it actually becomes more efficient. We can focus more. There's so many benefits to this. Let's take a few breaths together. And you can use the breathing fingers, which I've taught in the past, which is just with every breath, you change your finger. This helps us focus into our bodies and helps us to remember to keep breathing because our mind wanders so quickly. So get in a comfortable position and back straight, your neck, your head straight on your neck, I don't know. And just let that feeling of preparation allow you to sink into the moment. You can feel the chair under your bottom. You can feel it on your back. Just become aware of your body because that also brings us into the present moment. And the present moment is where all the goods are because that's where life is. So we're going to breathe in for 4, hold it for 2, and breathe out for 5. We'll do the breathing fingers together again. We are, you can close your eyes or you can keep them open. It's up to you. You can have a soft gaze in front of you. And your hands can be up in this position. If you want, just have your hands on your lap. Let's take 5 breaths. So here we go. We're going to breathe in for 4. Hold it for 2 and breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch our fingers and breathe in for 4. Hold it and breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch our fingers. Breathe in. Hold it and breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch our fingers. Breathe in. Hold it and breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch fingers and breathe in. And breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're in this together, everyone. We can help each other. And, the beautiful thing is that we can start new habits that can translate into more joyous, more compassionate, and the most kind experience we can have with ourselves and with each other. So please check out the posts that I have on the website that have more exercises like this and other ways that we can regulate emotions and make this world into the vision of the kind, compassionate world that I had as a child and that I still have. Yeah. All right. www.socialeyes.org. And there's a dash between the social and eyes. And I'll see you again next time. And everyone stay well and stay deep. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.